on to match 2.
All right.
Last match.
And now we're on a slight delay. 5-3 to open the game for white. Frank. Even though it says 4-3, what is it? Or it's a 4-3 response. 4-1 response for Phil. Split down. Double threes for Frank. If people could keep quiet in the zone. Yeah, thank you.
So Phil's got a double three. Oh, Frank's got the double threes here?
Yeah, this is Frank has double threes. Yeah, Phil just played 4-1.
Turn the clock on because I don't see any. They might have not taken it off. Oh, here we go. So
yeah, it's just a video.
All right, so
Phil's clock's running. So
yeah, he should make the 5-1 with the other 2 threes.
Definitely. Do the harder thing first.
Yeah, and threaten these blots that are still split up in the board. Looks like we're on a freeze again.
Okay.
Well, it's early in the match, so hopefully.
Phil did make the advanced anchor, but got hit with 5-4 apparently. Yeah, that's about all he's got. Frank.
And the double threes were what do you do with the double threes? Okay, well we're on to this roll 4-3. Yeah.
What's the commentator?
Oh, he came in with a 4. He's got a 3 to play? I would slot the 3. He must have come out to the bar and gotten hit. So, I'm imagining.
This is a little bit torturous. So he has a 2 to play?
And he hit with the 2 and the 6 comes around.
Okay, or he can make the bar point. No, but this looks right.
6-6.
Yep.
Okay, so
cube.
Yeah, I mean he's up enough in the race, got a positional advantage. Here comes the cube, and wow. I mean, if that last checker was escaped, that would most likely pass. But I think with the checker back at the board,
the gap on the 4 point.
I don't know.
I'll vote super close.
I don't know. You want me to hint it?
Yeah.
I think I'll vote pass, actually.
I vote pass. I like to pass.
Yeah.
106 take.
What's even?
Oh, okay. And what did he do?
What was it? It was a take by
I see the
point
cube
1?
off to the side of the
So
board
was-
now, so it seems like he passed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're on to back to new games.
Did you say it was a take by point 1?
0.094, yeah.
Okay.
28.5% wins.
All right.
16% guaranteed.
Okay.
Okay. Surprised me a little bit.
Yeah. We certainly thought it was close, but we agreed.
Just drop those 6-4 is 5 point.
Well, if this is the starting position, I definitely would make the bar.
Yeah, he went 5-2, 4-2,
Oh yeah,
6-4.
so 6-4,
Yeah,
pretty natural.
definitely make the
follow.
bar point. But it's just frozen. I don't think he's thinking them.
No. The clock is frozen. We're in a black hole.
What happened here?
I don't know.
A lot.
You can't count it or roll forward.
It's tough to keep up with.
Yeah, there's no rhythm to this. So. Mandarin hits 3-6.
Yeah, so.
Oh, goodness, this is protecting my throat. So this is 2-1 for red.
Hard to tell. 2-1 for white would be pretty simple. Just make the advanced anchor.
Yeah.
For red, also simple. I mean, I guess. No, you could.
It's not that clear.
Step up. You probably should step up, actually. If it is reds to play, you did step up.
Yeah. The 23-point anchor is one you want. You're looking to get off of in a lot of circumstances, unless your offense is super good and you're going to put them away, or you're under too much pressure.
Yeah, I can't get it.
So, you have any hope here?
I just let people off the line. Which includes that from here.
I'm trying to go backwards on the feed and it's like chopping off.
Yeah, no, it goes up. Well, interesting.
Yeah, if you can help me rewind it, I can catch up. But,
Okay.
but I lost it really.
It's not a very good rule. Oh, this is red. That's a great one. Solid. Swing it around.
I guess it's just
Yeah, I can't.
be a reference point for that, but I'll take some. It's two first.
Okay, we'd like to give you more commentary, but it's video broadcast a little choppy. It's pretty hard to follow.
Well, it seems like that. Well, see, I think one of the feeds like but
We left a shot with the 6-1. Phil. Frank misses with the 4-3. Probably would just slot the deuce point. Phil would like to leave a shot on the next roll. Because he rolls double aces. Alright, so.
Slot it now.
Yeah, there's no forced direct shots in the next roll for red. 21. So a pretty large race lead for Phil here, but he doesn't have a landing spot. I mean, if you had one landing spot or even two landing spots, you definitely, with a large race lead, you would just double, but no landing spots. That's a tough question. No. Landing spots not needed. You just roll double fives.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Playing the
4 on the
game.
mid. With 3 on the mid, it's definitely not a double, but in any event, we're passing
Here
through.
we go. So it's 1-1. We'll see what we can do about getting a less choppy video feed here.
Okay, we're going to have a moment of silence, a prayer for speed. Six-two. We know that.
yeah, if you want, I can just fill up another one and like running the she's rolling in there and do it that way. So we could take me off of it.
We don't know that.
We can risk it. Oh, you can
6-5 opening, 4-2 now for Frank.
Frank's rolled 4-2 quite a bit in both of these
He has,
matches here.
at least 4 times.
It's a very strong shot for Phil. More
Quacks,
than equalized
quacks.
position, plus an escape checker. We may have our feedback here.
4-1,
It's really good. All right, so
3-1. Big edge for Phil.
Frank's going to need to roll something productive here or
4-2,
to avoid
which
getting
is
cubed here.
it's good enough not to get cubed, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, Phil doesn't have that many active doubles in the zone
Yep.
here. 4-1,
4-1.
13-8.
Yep.
So again, if Frank is an anchor up for making inside point, could be thinking about a cube here.
5-2 is a real blank.
Yeah, so I don't mind a double here. You have him outboarded. You presumably ahead in the race. You rolled really, really quickly. You didn't
Yes,
think about it.
super quickly for an aggressive player. So
Yeah.
it's kind of surprised.
So,
This is
seems
probably
reasonable.
Yeah, you really want to keep that spare on the 8, I think.
5-1. Okay, wow. He gets to either make the anchor or the 3-point. If you don't make the 3-point, then where's your 5? You just make the 20.
I think you make the 3-point. Well, I mean, I think you make the offensive 3-point. What do you think?
Well, actually, I didn't even see this move. Yeah, that's not bad. You make the anchor, you only leave the 7 shot. The anchor's pretty valuable.
Yeah,
And you still have productive capability with all those builders.
that's
It was a
true.
nice move.
And the race is
I think that was a nice move by
Yeah,
Frank. For sure.
I agree. So we book the 9-point.
So this is really, really strong for Phil. But now that Frank's anchored up here, Phil's much less likely to want to double.
Okay.
Oh, this is White's double aces here.
Okay.
Oh,
Got
okay.
it. Oh, he had rolled a 3-2.
Okay, so he's giving him some gum.
Yep. Double mint.
Oh. As if he doesn't need an incentive to double. Gotta give him the double meat. Okay.
For the record, I agree with the 22-point 4 rolls ago.
It's correct to make the 3 on that one.
All
Which
right.
3?
The defense, sorry, the offensive 3.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Well,
By how much?
Only.
That's quite a bit.
all right.
Okay.
But I'm still wrong. I still agree with Steve.
All right, so
Can't go
let's
back
see.
twice.
Phil fans here. We might possibly say no fan, no cube. The 5's a little bit awkward, but I'm going to play 11-8. I don't. Anything else leaves a direct shot or puts a piece out of play. Frank's definitely a favorite here,
Yeah, for sure.
but and with the extra block, that could, and have him outboarded.
That might be enough. That extra blot is often worth maybe 0.2.
I mean, the
positions
race
like
lead,
this.
the boardage lead, the extra blot out there, gammon
Yeah,
equity.
it's the double again.
Okay,
About
so
60 wins and 30 games.
yeah, so Nick says double was a favorite.
I would come down here.
Yeah, I mean,
It's only one. It's only one extra hit.
You don't have to. It seems
Yeah,
a
I don't
little
like
too
this,
passive.
especially on the aces for
Yeah,
for
you wanna
red.
block
You
him in.
regret this.
It's, I mean, he's like cleverly duplicating aces, but it's the wrong idea.
All right.
Okay, so
SP likes that loose hit, not necessarily the 2.
so probably bring 2 down. By giving yourself good 3s, play 2 down from the midpoint, and then
And pick up the blot because it could be right exchanges here.
yeah, and 4s. No, I don't
Yeah, I wouldn't
think
do
so.
this.
And 4s are already good. 4s are already safe.
If there's action, you didn't want the blot, and if there's no action anyhow, your goal is pretty much to leap out.
They're close.
And the Open Constellation winner for Canada, Michael Diego.
I don't know what the purpose of this was.
Yeah,
Fraction more control of some sort. Or 3.
you might come out here.
Yeah, I definitely think you come out because
Yeah,
you're giving
leaving-
action anyhow.
You're leaving more shots, but you're strict on the midpoint and the 8-point. So
You have a lot of counter returns, and if you're not hit, you're in decent shape.
yeah, this is 13 numbers. Is
Well, this-
Phil doubles here.
This is not a double.
Yeah, this is pretty early-ish cube. And Frank's not the kind of guy that's going to get bluffed out that
No,
easily. See if you prove me wrong, Frank.
Those were
2-time Boston champion. Well, if I go play in Boston, I'm definitely not playing in the odd number years. If you want it 17 and 19, maybe I'll go next year, but not in 21.
This is a break-even double.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised also.
Wow.
What did you say that? It's .010 double.
Wow. It's a great double by Phil, and I wouldn't have found it.
4th backslide. Photo presence.
Give us a photo.
So Frank's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with thinking about it.
No.
What choice does he have?
Nick, can you move your computer back a little closer to me?
What? Oh, he got the pass. All right.
Wow.
Massively great decision.
Woolsey's Law in full action.
Yep. And Woolsey in the room.
Yeah. How about that? Great bluff by Phil. Another pineapple bluff double by Phil. Which worked out.
Yeah, the important thing was he didn't take a long time. He just whipped it out there.
Yeah. So, that should give Phil a little bit of confidence.
He felt the vibe.
Yeah, reading your opponents is part of the game.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Especially early in the match.
Good play by Phil, presumably.
Book the 22. Double twos again.
Interesting move here. This is very quickly.
Split. Sure,
Seems
but
reasonable. You could make the 4 and then
yeah,
22. Okay, so pretty simple move here.
Okay. 5-2.
Stack a couple on the 8 point.
Yeah. Although his tendency is to go 6-4.
Yeah,
We've
but he's
seen.
leaving
I'm
all
telling you,
the-
we've
all the
seen.
sevens.
No, I know. I don't think this is correct, but we've seen it several
Yeah.
times. Plus, you're stripping out the 6, which is often not that good.
What's the other number?
6-4.
This is really
6-4.
awful.
This is not that great.
And did you really want to put 2 pieces out of play here? Or just bring 2 down, leave the 6 shot? I don't like either move.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah, I play 11 and 6 here.
Agree. All right, we restock the 6. Good.
21.
2-1.
Well,
I think we make the ace and slot the 4. There's the
yeah, the
option
aces
going
for sure.
13 to 11.
Yeah, that would leave 11, 13,
Lot of
15
duped
numbers.
aces.
The other way's only 11, and you're starting at inside point, of which you probably would have to break your prime to make it. But that's not so bad. It's the fewest number of shots.
And you're not likely to be breaking the 22 unless you have something pretty good.
Right, and it would give Phil the joker if Frank happened to roll an ace and Phil came back with double 3s. He could make the point.
There you go.
This is pretty weak.
Yeah, it's probably close to average, but
Couple of extra builders make that 4 point. So, wow, great shot.
5-1.
Hit and escape.
All right. Some decent returns. Few. 5-2s.
Yeah.
Well above average. 2-1. So the guys trap back there.
Wow, it's right here. You could hit loose. Leaves like 15 return shots.
Well, it's a lot. I mean, some extra hits
Or
here.
you could just play loose.
I would do this.
Reasonable, definitely.
5-4. It's a
great
massive
shot.
shot.
For Phil. So
2-1. Hanging around.
Not quite a double.
Agree. 3-2.
Gonna hit loose.
Yep. Well, they have to. You could break the 8, but I think you should just attack. You've got the better board. You still have the anchor.
You probably win the game with the cube if he doesn't come in.
Yep.
Because the fear of getting gammon.
Especially that blot, I think.
Yeah.
Fan.
It should be double pass here. I mean, Phil really did. Oh, he doesn't. Maybe he's playing one.
Okay, well, that wouldn't appear to be correct.
No, I mean, it's a little bit ambitious, but fantastic shot by Phil. You're going to play one from 20 to 10.
Justifying the play on it.
Just come out with the back, the 20, check on the 20 point.
It's about 108 wrong to not play on. Or 2 play. Sorry. So it's
Oh, okay.
not actually too far off the 2.
So,
46% yeah, before the double 5s, it's 71.5 until we ended in 46.
4-3. Got a guy in.
Yeah.
That was 2-1.
He's thinking about it, but I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Wow, I mean, he played on.
You hit
I mean,
loose.
His play on wasn't far from correct before, but this is being possible.
He could roll a 3-2 and not hit at all, but almost every number hits.
Yeah. 2-1.
4, he's got a 3 to play.
Oh, the old pickup question.
I'm not picking it up. I could be wrong. I like giving him stuff.
I think this is right. Yeah, I mean, your opponent's not strong enough to justify it. The closeout is worth quite a bit.
Okay, so escape and cover, and just, there's a double 3s away from not gammoning him.
5-1.
I might. Oh, I see. That's fine.
4-2.
Yeah, perfect shake. And those double 6s do not leave a shot.
4-2.
Yeah,
Same idea.
very reasonable. Well, a few numbers leave a shot here.
Continue
Actually,
to
if you use the checker back, now you can
right.
checker back on the 10 point and not leave a shot on double 5s.
Well, that's right.
It worked
Exactly.
out for him. Oh, wow. I saw somebody get backgammon yesterday with 2 checkers on the wire. We'll see if that's going to happen. Probably not. All right, so more than likely it's going to be a 4-1 lead to 11 for Phil Simborg. I don't think Frank will take a break. They just had their break. Yes, resignation of gammon. Okay. Officially gets off the backgammon. I know. Pretty clever. Pretty clever leaving that checker back. Game point 001.
All right, the original favorite today is back to being a favorite again. 6-4.
So I run. Yeah, good play. With the lead in the match, just running. Splitting probably isn't that big a deal, but
Yeah, and some of these choices, I mean, it's a real lead, but they also depend on your perception of your opponent and their style of play or what they're comfortable with and not. 6, right? 3 point. 6-3.
hope to get missed here.
Yep. 5-4. Makes the 4.
Another exciting holding game.
Double 3s.
Well,
Lots still there.
some good news, some bad news. Of course, you got to make the inside point in case you get hit. 15 numbers hit here. He did hit.
That's wrong.
So with the cube in the bit, I don't think I'm slotting here. I think
No.
from 13 to 8.
Exactly.
And then if he stays out, double. If he comes in, just roll.
Yep. Man.
Okay, so pretty solid double, especially trailing in the match.
Absolutely.
And it's probably a drop, especially with 1s, 3s, and 5s working to make your 5 point, and 2 4s and 6s to escape. Pretty good diversification of numbers. This is a missed opportunity here.
And a 6-4?
You could make the deuce, but you could also make the 10.
Very close passes.
Yeah, so that was definitely a missed opportunity.
I would make the 2. I think.
He's giving him the Joker double 1, double
Yeah,
5.
and you haven't cubed yet, so you
Now, I mean, if he doubles now, then you just misconception of the previous roll. Yeah, you just.
Yeah.
Who knows whether it's just
2 is right.
pressure.
As well.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, with the cube in the middle, you just claim. So, all right.
No, he didn't take. That's his typical move.
Yeah, because with the clock, and the baffle box is no perfect place to put the cube.
It's almost break even too good.
Yeah, I thought that was some potential there. All right, so Raposa narrows the gap a little bit.
3-2. I would play 2 down here.
Yeah, definitely. We're trailing in the match. I've seen Michi make that move all the time, even.
Yeah. I do too, for the most part, especially if I feel like I'm a
I'm
decent
safe
favorite.
here. You're outboarded. Your opponent's got some attack capability. I don't like stepping up, and I definitely don't like bringing a build with safety. And then
Yeah, you're going to be hit a big percentage of the time with the next roll, so you're not going to be able to use your builders.
he's touching the right checker. Is he actually going to move it? We'll see. Yeah. Okay.
4-1.
I'm splitting here. A lot of times, if you got a better board, you might hit the left.
Oh, I wouldn't pick. Yeah, I was just pause for the 8 point.
Oh, even with the 4-2 lead, you got 17 covers. Is that right? No, I don't think so. I think it's double take.
It's definitely a take.
Yeah, I mean, leading 4-2, it's a fairly substantial market loss if your covering doesn't come in.
We can check it back. Well, yeah, it's a half point.
It's an easy take, but yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, and good play on the 6.
Yeah, well, and you want to follow through and try.
So now,
You have a
this is
blitz.
some simple double pass here. It's not too good. It's not a take.
Here it is.
Oh.
Okay, so Phil gains the
Leading
point.
scorer, you did not miss a cube there.
So he was not correct to double?
All right, so Nick says a what?
By how much?
Yeah,
What's your bet?
by a good amount. No. Now on this one, it's a double on the pass. After he 6-2 fat. But before the 6-2 is an 09 error and a double.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
If the money.
so excellent discipline, cube discipline.
What'd you say it was for money?
I think I'm assuming that it's a double for money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a break-even double for money.
Even a small match like those blitz positions are ones you want to try not to double too early
So
or even on time.
Phil's got a decent advantage here, leading in the match.
6-3.
Probably slot the 4 point.
Yeah, down in the race this much.
Yeah.
This is a pretty
It really makes
weak
it
idea.
very
You want to fill in
strong.
your board and put the squeeze on the 18 point.
So double ace, enter, split, make the 5, and awaiting further instructions. Excellent shot for
5-3.
Phil. So, question is if
5-2.
yeah, it's still not a cube. He's too stacked and stripped here.
That's
And
right.
outboarded.
4-1.
Alright.
A real blank.
Gotta get loose on the ace point. Hope something good happens. He does have 4. He would have given 4 numbers to Fan, and
Yeah, but that doesn't seem right because you don't want the guy back in the ace point anyhow.
yeah,
This distribution is better,
yeah.
but you're getting rid of those positive numbers, the 4 fans, the ace 6s. Well, it's not too 4-1.
You could think about actually playing 13-8 and duplicating 2s instead of slotting the 4 point.
Especially with action coming up.
Yeah. So maybe break the 7 point twice. Hit and make the deuce.
Yeah. Well, this is a real consideration. We don't get to actually count the race to figure it out. But that might have been the right play.
Yeah. It's quite a bit. That's it.
Yeah.
So let's see. What's the race here, Nick? 130, 192, 138. So, yeah, probably with a 5-2 lead, you want to safety that checker first before doubling. But if Frank rolls he didn't. He rolled the double 5s. It's still going to be down in the race here. 118, 111. So Phil's up 7
I like
pips.
the attack and breaking the anchor.
Yeah, I would have attacked there. So Frank's going to soon discover that he's down 7 pips in the race. But coming out halfway, I think is the right idea. Coming to the 16 point and then bringing 2 down. You have some reasonable racing chance, some blocking capability.
Yeah, you're not giving up almost any of your racing chances by doing
But
it.
staying all the way back is really not necessary. Down that little in the race. And he's taking a little time to count the race.
Yeah, so it's still down 7 because you said
Crossover though, not the same. Or exactly the same.
Okay. So, it's going to soon discover that is 4-2 and the right move, most likely.
Yeah.
5-3.
All the way to the 11 is too bad.
I'll probably slide. Not that big. 19
6-4.
pips, so fills up 19. So, you should probably have a cube if it rolls
Double fives again.
Not small, but he probably, should he stay? Timing isn't all that great if he stays, and he's still ahead he's actually ahead of Pip.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is right.
I like this better.
Yeah, we're going to
On the straight race. Straight race.
Well,
Well,
this is fine also.
The hair better, you just go to the 6.
3-1.
all good and all roll.
4-1. 4-3.
Who's got the 4-3 to play?
It's Phil.
Oh, okay.
6-5. First big number in a while. So I would put it on the 2 and the 6.
Yeah, I have a slight preference for that as well.
4-2. Into the 4 and off. Five, 3. 6-2.
So Frank's down 9.
6-2.
He's only up 1 pip.
6-2. To the 2 point. Double 5. Third time.
Twice,
Alright. Phil's gonna have to roll. Well, and he does. Double 4s. That's right.
36 to 37.
Yep.
9.
No,
I don't think
that's
so.
not right.
6.
So Frank's down a checker and up a pip. But a bad gap on the 5 point.
Score doesn't matter a ton here.
Yeah, I think I'm waiting. Although Phil's got gap issues as well. Does not seem like a cube. Maybe he doesn't double. 6-2.
Five, 4.
I don't like. I play 6-2.
Yeah.
I mean, you have an odd number of checkers left, so it's like your big doubles might play a little bit better. 28. Race is even.
Phil's playing at the 4 but
Alright.
Okay. Race is even, and Frank's got one more checker on the board.
He is trailing UPC, but we're facing at the end, so it's only like 0.25 off, so it's almost.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's very close.
Similar situation.
He's down 2 pips.
UPC is only down half. And yeah, it is a very small double.
Yeah, the 4s are much worse than the 5s and 1s and the others.
No, Phil's losing close to 9 pips in APC.
Less than average shake there.
That's
Great
a good,
shot for
really
Phil.
good.
Average number of pips, but very efficient. Probably 5-3.
Yeah, that would be my vote.
Phil's ahead 3 pips and a checker.
Double fives,
Oh,
of
the fourth
course.
double fives in the game.
However,
Yeah.
That was.
Can Phil roll double 6? No. All right, so Frank gains a point. It's
but
5-2.
for a pip. Very cautiously play game.
Yeah, Frank had one roll where he had a very tiny double.
Wow. They only got a point out of it, though. Four two, of
Another
course.
opening 4-2.
We'll count that as
4-2s and the 5-3s all day long.
double fives. There's a 5-3. 4-2, of course.
Too much of a good thing.
I would split.
I actually would not split, but I don't know my openings.
Okay. Well, on the other hand, he is trailing 5-3, so this could be right. This could be right, trailing 6-3.
Usually making the 3 points.
It's better to play down at the score.
Just a hair better, but yeah.
Okay.
We'll go 1-5.
Should
Just
be
make
some
the
kind of
3 point.
mistake to be 5 point.
Yeah.
Because the 2 blocks exposed.
Yeah, the 3 point would have been better.
Too much
there,
of an overplay.
pretty sure.
No,
Double
making the
fours.
5 is right by 007. Really close.
Really?
Wow. Learn something new. I don't think
Did you really learn it? 007?
I'm not going to remember it, so it doesn't matter. I make the 5 point here. I think that's.
Yeah, you don't want that blot. You don't want the stripped 8 point. This comes up a fair amount.
Make
Well, I
the
don't know,
5
a fair
point.
amount.
Let the guy roll something decent. He didn't have that many good numbers.
Yeah, and you're likely to be under attack, so you definitely don't want the blot out there.
So, well, be consistent. Just make the bar here.
Yep.
Leave the shot. I don't know. Hitting might be more reasonable. Phil had a lot of active builders lined up to make new points, but he doesn't. And you could do something constructive by just simply making the bar point, trying to block your opponent in.
Yeah, and if you don't get hit, making the priming play, you're in really strong
huge swing
shape.
on that one. So it looks like he's going to take here.
Yep,
He doesn't double.
I agree with both.
Wow.
It's curious not to pause more when you're trailing. I mean, I think some players think, down 3-5, they're trailing, but it's kind of small, but it's actually pretty meaningful.
Well, it might have been right to make the ace point, and Frank didn't help himself by playing the wrong 2 first. He was automatically going to play 13-7 twice. Instead, he came out to the bar and eliminated his decision.
Yep.
Making the ace is a very small amount better.
Yeah.
There's 100 air to not double.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay.
Frank's in a pretty good position here. Let's Phil rolls the ace-6, which he's not going to hit. Oh, wow. It's gonna, I just escaped.
Yeah, definitely escape.
Yeah, he's ahead in the match. He doesn't need to, muddy the waters.
Nope. Quacks. So I don't think you want to get hit.
No, I definitely need safety that blot up. Blot the 3 point, and then do you move the last one out? Who's in the race? I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think so either.
I would stay back because
Yeah, there could be some awkward numbers. I don't know.
you are ahead in the race. Oh, and look at this, man. You gave himself his opponent too many, deuce 5.
That's a joker in the situation.
Convenient roll under the circumstances.
Got lucky there.
Very lucky.
Race
Four,
is getting
three.
very close here. He's made the wrong point.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the idea was.
No.
What does he think he's saving?
This is a little bit inconvenient for Phil. I might just play 6-1 and then 5-3. I don't want to break my 8-point, lose a landing spot. I don't want to move into red shots. And the race is close enough that it's not that big a deal if he escapes one check.
I agree.
So this is now we got almost all of the sixes are bad. 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. All right, well, here slot the ace for sure.
Breaking the 8 is correct. Your 6 play is not 6-1.
You know,
What a roll.
I don't think I'm double slotting here when Phil could be leaving a shot with a lot of his sixes. How about 17-13?
That seems right, because you want to protect yourself into the future.
Yeah. I mean, you could make the inside point, but
Yeah, but that's not the right approach.
Frank's not ready to break here. He's still got a spare check in there, so making the inside point isn't that big a deal, or as big a deal.
Yeah, you need to protect your sixes into the future.
Double one?
Yeah, double ones.
$107.
How about your just roll? Six is connected to the 5 with
13-11, but you're not blocking double sixes.
Yeah, I understand. But we're also not blocking your own double.
Yeah. Listen, like in the algorithm.
So that your sixes have a landing spot, but the race is relatively close.
Yeah.
What is?
You want me to run it?
2 pips.
We want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 13-11 is best.
Excellent. Good call.
Let's make the 11. Yes.
So save a 6 and just make it 3 in your 1 point here. Four.
5-4.
I'll probably just make the ace. Save a 6 because if you bring a checker in, then a lot of your 6s will be shot again.
And a 5-1 or a 5-2?
5-4.
Or you
5-4?
You could leave no shot.
Oh, you know what? Oh,
I think you should leave no shot.
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, so 13 and 1.
That's a misstep. On my part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the race is almost dead even.
Please don't take my seat.
Seems like a gratuitous 6-4.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Making the 8s?
I would think so.
No, that's best by a hair.
Okay, so I was right by a hair initially.
Really 17, 13, 6, 1 is not. Yeah, that one's, very small.
All right. We need to leave a direct shot. We're running out of time. Should you save a 4 or not? That's the question. 4-1 and 4-2.
Considering you might get a shot on some subsequent roll like this.
Yeah, I don't think. No, this has got to be the wrong idea.
Yeah,
You got to keep your board.
Right.
Your opponent's disintegrating.
Yeah, and you have a lot of.
If nothing else, at least leave
And-
the 6-point slot.
And getting hit on average isn't the end of the world. So.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, this cleans up double 4s.
Wow. That's all right. Yeah.
That means so too.
66.
By making the 11 pointers.
Those 2 pips should be 2 pips right here, but crossovers and wastage, a little bit in favor of Phil. But he's leading in the match, so it's probably not a cube. 68, 27. 2 pip lead, 1 fewer crossover, shorter crossover. Gaining in the wastage department.
It's got to be very close, I would think.
Very large double and actually a close takes.
Oh, okay, yeah, because Phil only needs a shot with 6-5, but Nick needs a shot with quite a few more numbers after Phil rolls a normal shake.
That's good.
So
It's about a 75-25.
and he does double. Good job, Phil. And as we've seen before, your opponent may make a mistake and drop.
It's only 055 run drop.
But he dropped a much bigger take earlier. But that was more gammonish. This is just a race.
The raw count, white is ahead 2 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's the wastage and crossovers is even bigger than our. Yeah. That's a good
Future shot equities. Red's favor. He does take. Okay. He does roll. The only number that leaves a shot, 6-5. Force play. It's a pretty darn good roll if you get missed, though. And he got missed and a shot in his favor. I stay back because now if he rolls these 5, can't really afford to hit. Because A6 is a transposition. If you deny him the hit from A6, and he moves forward.
So the symbol is just preferring more content.
So, simple race here, which Phil's got a large advantage. Double 6 for Frank.
Genuine chance.
Still a double.
Oh, wow. Counter strike by Simborg.
These guys are good. These guys are.
I want last night's.
Yeah, pretty big shot.
5-4. 5-2. 6-2.
Even if he rolls 4-3. Still up 2 shakes. That's it.
That's it.
Someone takes a 7-3.
7-3.
Going to 11.
Well,
Six, 5.
All right, so should probably see a double by Frank here. Trailing 8-away, 4-away. We'll see if he even stops to think about it. I mean, he's definitely doubling it with a 3-point board, advanced anchor. Opponent's got a 1-point board, and trailing 8-away, 4-away.
yeah,
Slot and smack.
That's a 6-5?
Yep, 6-5. Slot and smack, yep.
Well, it's going to win the game if he doesn't get hit back here.
Quacks. Double 2s.
So, just double.
Yep.
So can Phil take here? That's the question. Should be a double for sure.
I would take.
Yeah, there is a piece out of
Despite
play,
the
so
score.
priming Phil in is not going to be the easiest task. We'll see if Phil actually does take.
It's a smaller double than it was the roll before.
Pretty easy to take.
Okay.
Is it a day?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's, I mean, the bar point's not a threat.
Yeah, and the block back on the ace is probably a 0.2 ding against some other positions. Yeah, you get primed and you can counter prime. Your timing is okay. He may get squeezed off the anchor and you may counter prime.
And it's that's about it before he makes his decision.
Yeah.
Something's funny.
I think all it is just a take.
And you don't get gammon that often. I mean, if bad things happen immediately, sure. Yeah. This was a.
Yeah, because if you would have lost, it would have been a lot worse.
You don't get gammon from that position a lot unless things go bad immediately, because most of your men have already moved. It's, you know, you do get gammon some, but not as much as you might think.
Okay.
Wow, he dropped. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it a huge stake this time?
Please remember to give us the roll.
3-2. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I would. This no. Yeah, this might be right trailing. Ordinarily, it's not. 4-2 for red. 4-1 makes the bar. 4-5. Great shot. 5-3. Contact City. 3-6. 5-1. I don't know, it's like 5 or 6 hits in a row.
All right. Action game here.
6-2. All right, first blank. I don't know about this. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a lot of hits, that's for sure. Okay.
Pretty strong shot for Frank there.
Yeah, Phil needs to roll fairly well here. 6-5 doesn't really count as much of a roll. Certainly a double
Yeah,
here.
definitely a double. Direct shot.
Double. That was a
4
5-6.
prime. 2 checkers back.
Easy take?
Well, Phil's ahead in the race, but he's got 2 checkers back, unanchored. Yeah, and
The other guy's got your double take. Your board's a strong. The other guy's a 3-man bet.
so it's a really, really strong double, apparently. Some kind of small thing.
That's a little bit accurate. Huh? Was it accurate?
Inaccurate. I mean, at this score especially, but even just like in a money game, I think this is enough. Having that prime is worth a lot. The race is not always a big element in a game like this. From that starting position, it's much more of a contact position than a race position. So the race is a factor, but it's a relatively small factor.
Phil's lead is narrowed from a 7-3 lead to a 7-5 lead.
4-2.
We're getting a little bit of momentum with the hit there too.
4-2 response. Yeah, I think this is right. 6-4. Hit outside. I wouldn't do the bar 4 point. Race.
Yeah, escaping and hitting, even though you got giving up a lot of return shots. It's sure gains a decent amount.
6-3.
All right, some more back and forth hitting. See who misses first.
3-2.
I think leave checker on the bar and make it 11 point.
I said that's a good call. I like that.
Somebody did that to me one time.
I can imagine.
You must enter first.
Wow, what a shot. Small variable. Double
Enter,
ones.
hit. Make the 5 point and try to take advantage here.
3-1.
Let's see. Interesting. Do we save here? Do we hit here?
I would hit.
I would hit too.
It looks like, yeah. I mean, you're behind the game anyhow. You got to fight for either a back game or something.
The guy might not hit you back or ankle.
Yeah,
If he does, you just go back.
you're just too static otherwise with a poor game.
And he can afford to do it, trailing in a match, because Phil's got.
Yeah, this is, yeah, I don't know. This feels very
Yeah.
small.
Slightly better than safety.
Okay.
In the races, he was down 21 before.
Fair enough. Pick it up. Peek it up. I don't think so.
3-1.
What was right on the 5?
Oh, the 6-5. Yeah.
I like this. Prevent red from using full numbers.
Okay.
True.
6-5 was played correctly. You could have linked it to 10.
It would be 2-3.
4-2.
Well, this is a pretty good roll here. Just come in and hit.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about too many counter jokers. It's way too early in the game about being worried about hitting too many checkers, sending too many checkers back. Send that 4th checker back. You have them outboarded. Capability to prime them in. Okay, well,
This is weird.
This is very strange.
Wow.
I didn't understand that.
Oh, 6-3.
And 6-2?
6-3.
3, very reasonable. Escaping and hitting.
5-3.
Okay. You can make the anchor later, just hit them.
Yep.
Playing against the back. Make sure you're
Hit.
playing on.
Hit.
The hit is sizably better.
Yeah, this seems very
A
short-sighted.
little bit conservative.
6-2.
Phil likes to play these mixed games, so Phil likes to have many players and play positions.
So I think you need to hit.
Hit and safety.
Yeah.
Listen on the
6-2. We're voting for hit. We've been right 50% of the time.
It's hard to do.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though you have nothing, this is sort of for the race, but it's also to prevent red from shutting you in more.
This is not where they started. That's okay. Yeah, this is not where the position started. There's back and you have the 3-point anchor. They're confused.
They'll figure it out.
If they want, I can help them.
At least they remember to center the clock while they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that was good.
Might get to the starting position.
He was anchored though. This is incorrect.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because he was anchored. Exactly.
Are we allowed to say anything to
I don't know. What's the protocol here?
You should go to the tournament director.
Yeah, if they're,
But I
Oh,
mean,
they're stopping it again. They're stopping it again. They realize there's something, or someone there told them.
yeah, well, that's good.
I
Yeah.
didn't think stop the clock anyways. They're trying to
Yeah, they
figure out
did.
what else going on. They don't know what's going on. They know something.
they're probably, they have got.
They know it's just running.
No, someone ran out there. Right.
The game is That's great.
that far behind the street. So you can get for that too.
So you tell them the correct position,
Yeah.
and they haven't done
Some
it.
people from out there, yeah. That's how far behind that.
Jeez.
I thought the delay was just a few seconds.
Who's got a higher PR so far?
Oh, I'm not actually transcribing.
Should have said lower
Overrated interest.
Okay.
There, this is, yeah, we're talking about it. Greg's in there and Joe Feldman is in there too. Every other.
Okay, so
So now I get to decide.
I have no idea what you should do. Oh yeah, you should hit it.
Yeah, once again, it's a 6-2.
Still right to hit.
All right, 3 different ways to play it. 3 different ways to play it.
Yes.
It's licking. This is 160.
Okay, great
They make
shot.
the
You
9
make the 9, yeah. He's already got an anchor. He's got a 1.4 with a block, so if you're getting attacked,
It's an awesome roll.
very strong. But it was allowed by
Yeah.
Frank's passive play there, not making the not hitting.
Left a lot of material on there.
A lot of tactical play in this game here, some of it unnecessary. Well, seems like you simply just make the 3-point. What is the other consideration?
Cover and hit maybe?
Yeah, that's other
Well, you wouldn't even
consideration.
hit
It just
when
doesn't
he could hit
seem.
with tape, and now he's going to.
Yeah, it would be a little inconsistent.
Alright, so he's consistent. This time probably right.
Is that the right one?
3-2.
No, the hit is actually right.
Oh wow.
Just a hair back.
Okay.
I think we're playing at about a 5-5.
I should be like tracking the commentators. Yeah, that'd be way more.
Oh god. We'll commentate better next year, we promise.
Either that or we'll be replaced by Phil Hellmuth.
Well,
Wait,
that'd
you
be
knows that guy?
He knows everything. Ask Phil. Yeah.
You called me with Queen 10? You seriously called me with Queen 10?
Honey, do you believe that?
6-3.
6-3.
Slot and duplicate the aces.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This
okay.
duplicates 4. That's probably more of a
Again, the gallery was laughing at us for not knowing what was so wrong.
relevant issue.
You could just, I'm voting for the aces duplication. What are you voting for?
I like this card.
All right.
Although the hit's more potent.
Yep. What was the answer?
4-1.
Slot the 4 is. Oh, no, sorry. What he did was good.
Okay, good.
All right.
So now, should he have left here?
I don't want to open point.
I mean, it's.
I don't know.
I'm probably lifting. I mean, you're trailing in the match, and the cube's in the middle. So
22-21? 22-21 might be better.
I'll go with 22-21.
well, I know, but that
Because-
leaves everything really in returns that comes in. 5s, 1s, 2s.
I have a lot of counter returns, too. All right.
Lifting strikes by quite a bit.
Okay.
Yay. All right.
What is it, a 1?
So for once in my life, I would
1-3. 5-2.
Really a
Oh,
shot.
here we go. Here we go.
3-1.
Yeah, definitely getting here.
Boy, war.
And no trailing is there. There's not any.
No, Phil's got 2 anchors.
A6.
Wow.
5-1. Got to get some flexibility. I would get out.
Play the offensive side's better here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
I like coming out.
You're not making the 4 point. 24 to 18 is
Yeah.
4-4-9 works, but just make the 4 point. So that's
Okay.
the bottom.
Yeah, your offense is the swing on the offense is big. That's true.
Wow.
Boxes.
So it should be a double take after the next roll.
6-1.
Yeah, Frank's trailing in the match. He's got
Making
some
slot.
attacking chances, some jokers, 5-4 lands, 8 checkers.
Yeah, it's a
Match-
definite cue.
Yeah, double take.
Making slot.
Yeah. Giving yourself good fives. 102.
42.
I think this is the right move.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong double here, but
Thinking about
Take.
Still think it's
I would take it.
Yeah.
He does double. Let's see what Phil does here. All right, draw.
Yeah, it's drop. It's a
It is a
drop.
102 pass.
Okay,
There's 20% gammons in that position. But if
that just shows how good Phil is. He made the correct decision by 0.02 in like 3 seconds. Very
and he
impressed.
just passes literally every time. He doesn't figure that out. He just tries to say sometimes wrong.
Okay, did you get my text?
Yeah,
Thank you.
How much was it?
I didn't send it, so I don't have it handy.
Oh,
It was
okay.
about like 71,
I don't-
72 wins and 20% work.
So you went from money, moved up further.
Yeah.
Stand sniper?
Yeah. Probably a small pass.
102, that's a huge pass.
Okay, so first break of the match with Frank having narrowed the gap from 7-3 trailing to 7-6.
Taker. It's close. I mean, it wasn't.
It's gonna get.
Didn't you have
Was it was passed by 0.1?
0.02.
Oh, 0.02. Okay. It was, yeah.
Well, it matters, but not that.
Well, it should take some key cutters.
Yeah, we're always going to miss our share. This is what happened to me last night when I finally played some. First 2 matches were fine, and I suspect there's no PRs on the last 2 matches, but by the 3rd match, I was in like such a haze. I could feel it. I felt it here. I don't think I'm contagious, but you might want to stay a couple of inches further away from me or something.
All right.
Pretty foggy.
No, it's not two. It's
It's a lot of. It's a lot of.
20%.
That was.
I got it.
The point is, it's the type of position, and when you hit an early shot, now you just basically can't,
But there was computer in it. There was nothing.
David, did you guys play the finals yet?
No, we're waiting for this.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
You'll probably get to sit there for another 2 hours.
Oh, only 2? Then you play fast.
I wasn't able to speak up.
You're in LA.
Wilson's encyclopedia volume section 1. We're supposed to have. What do you do?
Teach backgammon.
Is that it, pretty much?
Yeah. Almost qualified to do it.
Very close.
Do you have enough students to do it full time?
Are you interested in taking lessons? We'll talk after this is over.
You do it on Skype?
Yeah, it's one of those remote things. I mean, there are a few people I'll teach live, but mostly just over the internet. Yeah.
And all, I'm ready. I put it on the.
Is XP the best program?
As far as I know, one of the things
Oh, you know, I use XP. I just got a license. Stream camera? XP. Oh, XP, yeah. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Stream camera? XP. Oh, it's stream camera. Sorry, yes. Sorry.
What, that's just that's a personal problem.
You're a kind person. I just like to see what my PR was on that magic.
Yeah, well,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
you're welcome.
Norway 5. How do you do that so quickly? You have manual, guys.
I get it.
You do a really good job. Very quickly. You have done it. Yeah.
That's sort of offensive, but
Is he coming across
in
me?
Chicago, I can't remember when he was doing the commentary and entering it and transcribing it all at the same time. He did it like 3 times.
Less than 3 feet.
I know, it's just what's I stopped when we were.
I wondered if they have a social outlet. He's not really good at making friends. Well, I wanted him to go to Backgammon and have something for common with people there. You know, it's really for the social aspect.
As long as at this time.
Speaking of which, I didn't see Patrick here this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, 20 seconds last night. Did you see that? It's like 20 seconds. That's pretty scary.
So is he still traveling to some event?
No, I'll do that.
40 seconds?
Yeah.
That flag comes up, you're done.
The what?
The flag comes up, you're done. You lose the match.
Yeah, but you would never do that. You just play backwards. It's never contract.
Are there new players?
There's some people are like 35.
Are they young or are they? Because I've got 3 students in bases.
Half of your class is 65. I mean, but he managed it well, so he had still 20 seconds left on the match.
Some of them are gone. It's a resource.
I understand Minnesota's doing a good job of recruiting young people.
Say firecracker.
How you doing?
I did, yeah.
You mean me?
Oh, we got you?
Yeah, you got me. 14 gallons.
Yeah.
I think I found it.
I would have been like to be the leaders.
I do a little better one. I think that was a record. He was like, what? I think he rolled 6 doubles in a row.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I have season salad when everybody else is having mega gallons. Wilcox is tired.
Well, it's been a long week for me, so.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think I worked up my sustained energy to about a 2-hour run. I think I'm good for it. So,
I feel your pain.
thank you. Next week I'll be at the beach, so
Life is tough.
yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so.
All right, here we go. 6-4. Underway. Double ones.
We're back.
Crushing.
So interestingly, some people don't know this, but you got more of a double at 4-way 5-way than at 5-way 5-way. Because a double gammon wins you the match, so.
Yeah, it's often right by as much as 0.2. It's pretty significant.
So we'll see if Phil rolls well enough to
Double
put himself
fives.
in that position. Well, 3 of them pretty obvious, I think. So,
Yeah, make the 3 and you've got 1 to go.
so that's.
I would make the 3. A lot of the
It's not
fours
ideal
are
checker
just okay.
management because if you know you're going to make the 3, make the 3 and look for the last one.
Exactly.
So now he's sort of like pinned himself into making the 3 points. Probably not going to slot the 3, but now he's looking at.
Well, this is getting strange. Okay.
Oh, he's being funny? You can afford to be funny. One side pull.
13 to 3 with 2 is that speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Leaves a
was
lot on the 8.
right. That was,
Well, I mean, it's a shot either way, but this way you deny yourself a point in the board just to save the prime.
and give him some. Yeah, some decent twos, but nothing great.
So it's a pretty good shot right there.
4-1.
Nothing fancy. Spill the board. Frank's got like probably half his numbers or more. Making
2-1.
Well, one of
The
them.
board is not right. You need to split.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's a pretty bad shot for Phil. It's probably not quite. No, it's not in the neighborhood of a double yet.
What did Phil roll?
5-1.
5-1. Strong bring the builder into place.
Boxes.
Yeah, okay. Double 6. Well, this is going to be a really, really strong double here. More than likely a drop.
Yeah, I would let this
You're
go.
buried in the race, but you got 3 checkers out of play on your ace-20. You don't have any direct access to escape. Passes. Consistent.
Correct.
So Frank's won the last.
Incorrect pass.
Yeah, 093. Supposed to take.
Yeah, but you might roll that out. It might even go a little higher.
063 after plus plus. Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Go to 1296. So
Yeah,
3-3.
It's probably right on the border area. Okay, so Phil rolls a 6.
6-5.
And the match is tied at
Just get
4-way,
louder.
4-way, 7-7 to 11.
4-1.
You slot here?
I would.
Oh, he's already escaped 1 checker.
Double ones.
Oh, okay. You think this is better, easier checkers here to make the 2 points than the hit?
Yeah. What do you say about the 4-1? I'm sure it's close. 5-4.
What was the question?
All right. Going to be making the 5 point here, and then just bring the builder down.
Yeah. Keep it pure. 2-1.
I like 13-10. I'm willing to leave those indirect shots, just fill my position. 2s, 4s, and 6s make the 4.5s, and 3s make the outside points. So if you go stand getting hit on those
4-2.
8 numbers, you're in decent shape.
You're better to lift that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Makes
Oh, no.
no. Make the 4
Phil,
and play it so quickly.
take your
too.
time.
Yeah.
How big of a
5-2.
under was that?
What was the right play?
Make the 4 point.
Yeah, 196.
196.
We've got 5-2 here. You already
Yeah,
split.
might as well get
Down to 6.
That's right.
You don't have any direct covers, but this gives him too much free lane. 3s, 4s, and 5s for points, 6s to escape.
What was right there?
5-2, we like to hit on the 8s.
Yeah.
And split.
Okay, so
6-2.
he makes the anchor. Let's see what's the race here. Let's see.
Daddy.
So 4-way, 4-way.
Right. That's not very gammonish position, so I wouldn't think that the score
That's pretty static.
What's the race? Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't double that.
you wouldn't know.
Probably the only market is making the 9, right? So probably the only market loss is
Double 2, double 4, 6-4.
There are boxes followed by miss.
Double 5s makes it pretty
There's no
strong.
big market.
That's yeah.
Well, what's the liability? You don't safety with
You gotta be too
Double three, even double three makes 4 point.
rolls.
5-3.
Pretty good shot.
Decent shot.
Makes the 10 point. So, I'm actually seeing a cube on this next shake here.
You're gonna figure
3-1. You're not going to see a shot, so I would just slot for the 7.
very, very close to the cube, but still not quite
Yeah.
the slot is better.
Really? 4-3.
You said the slot is better by a very small.
4-3. 4-3.
That's a standard.
We almost got
4-2.
cube last roll.
Same thing.
Yeah. Was very low.
Oh, no, it's
3-1.
This is not. Really, you want to go to the ocean? No.
6-3.
Breaking the 10 there was okay.
What- so what's raised?
Probably run here.
Dead even after this now.
Yeah, I would
so
run.
he does need to just get out.
Yep.
Phil's got a weaker board with the blonde in it. And, if you don't run now,
Yeah.
might be convenient to run later.
Running is very correct.
Let's see if he doesn't.
Yeah. This is a common theme with the free playing. You don't want to see it. Excuse me.
This is correct, you said?
Yeah. Let's make the cube actually more interesting after this, because now there's some gammons, right? Your arms. Still not a double after a run.
Really?
No, but it's getting close.
Where's your only because of the volatility.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a little, I think it's a misstep there.
yeah, it's clear.
Pretty big.
6-4.
So this
Pretty
is not
big.
very good, but it's not hopeless.
Nope.
Right. Exactly.
He's lost his builders.
Yep.
Yeah.
How big of an arrow was that?
Well, it was 122.
Oh.
Yeah. 4 is gonna.
2-1.
2-1.
That's the big problem of that.
No.
What's your nickname?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's thinking about splitting.
No, actually, for some reason, XG likes 13%.
What?
Really? Yeah.
Oh, because of the block.
Because he's got a block with his four.
Yeah, he's not enthused to hit. He's got a 5.4. That's
Yeah.
Now he doubles. Okay, that's interesting.
That doesn't seem like a double.
Still thinking.
Well, he's out of timing now. He's going to lose the midpoint. Yeah, he's a good time to send it.
Is it?
But I think it's
Double fours.
It's a really, really great shot.
So it is a sizable error to send the cheek there.
Yeah. It was just so stripped in the gap on the 4 point. Yep, it's double fours. We got 2.
Terrible.
Yeah, just,
Break that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
It's that involved. Volatility is a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Red's position, it's all stripped. Right? So it's not going to be like.
And you still have that gap
It's not like great volatility.
the other way.
It's no threats.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty good one.
3.
3.
Followed by the cube.
spring 2 down.
The cube happened already.
Yeah.
Here's that. Here's the cube.
It's already 3 behind the
4-2.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, you really want to leave a shot. You get to clear that point to still break anyway.
6-3.
Yeah. Little difference.
It's quite different.
5-2. Not 5-2. We need to save
So 13 pip lead here for red.
Yeah, 6-3.
Oh, sure. Virgo's got it. 5-2 is the best here. I don't know how he does it. Get off the street. Alright, plus turns to 5.
Oh,
Yeah, you're the You've been studying the plus evaluation.
That's
Very
good.
good shot for
4-3.
Now he's got a
4-3.
20 pip lead. Cleared his outside point. Still with a little bit of
5-1.
blockade.
What do you roll?
Yeah, you got to keep the anchor. Give him a bad double fours.
Oh, now I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him a. I would not give Phil a free chance to attack here.
Well, you gotta, if you roll a 6, you want to run.
Right, yeah, so you're
All right, not sure I like that move.
So how long is that? Not very.
Good play by Phil. Frank has already said he's going to stay with the 6.
6-2.
So no need to make your ace point.
No.
Well, you should remain consistent here.
Yeah.
6-6.
Barring a disaster, Phil's got an excellent chance to take a 9-7 lead.
6-2.
Now he's forced out. The board's weaker.
3-1. Little gammon big.
Little Gammon equity is right. Probably like 12% or something.
5-4.
Okay.
Yeah, 12% is a very good guess.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Shut it in that shit.
11.9, Steve.
Okay.
Fan.
You missed it, 11.9, by 0.1 you missed it.
Okay,
Oh,
this is
well.
a big deal here. You left a shot at the
6.
wrong time.
I
6-4.
It's awkward either way. I think
small
it's
extra
take the
gammon,
checker
but
off.
yeah. If it's close, and especially it's the
0.6.
Isn't it harder to
Take it up.
clear after quarter?
Yeah, but you got a lot of shot leading numbers anyway.
and you can roll 6 in the meantime. So
Zero to, it's pretty clear.
Okay.
Plays from behind.
Slight mistake. Let's see if he gets penalized for it.
Oh,
No
2-1.
difference yet. It may cost if he loses the gammon.
5-4.
Yeah, so
It's the 2 or 3 shots in a row scenario, and hits.
Oh my goodness,
4-5.
huge swing.
Go.
Now Phil's only got about a 32% take on the recube, so might only be a couple of fans and the cube's coming. Actually, maybe just one fan.
How many's he got off now?
Fan.
Or four, I don't think it's quite a recube yet, but after one more roll,
He's got to
probably.
get all this men in.
No, but his take point's 33%.
2-1.
not a favorite.
Okay.
Or sorry, white is not.
You got to give him the box.
I said,
Give him the box.
okay, yeah, so definitely
Yeah.
give him one good shake that he already has anyway.
Oh,
You do get a gammon a little bit
No, I
more
think he's
because of it.
White's got a bad structure.
Nearly that even.
I think he needs all his men in and ready to go.
Everybody's laughing.
That would be a pretty big market loss. He can double with one checker outside.
It's your market if you're all in.
It's not a money. It's just
How much?
32%. He's got to be 32%. I think all in with one on the 10 points probably a recube. Just a guess.
Oh, it is a fine big cube. It might be a market loss, but it's not
Yeah.
much.
All right.
All right, fairly important roll here. Fan.
Now,
Reverse boxes.
so is he going to think about it? That's always good to think about it if you got time. He didn't think about it very long.
Although he may have been thinking about it well
That's true.
before. So
I didn't know you're allowed to think on your opponent's time. Well, 6-4 is blocked. 6-5, there's a big swing on 6-5.
Blocking 6-4. You're just supposed to go to the 8.
okay, now
This could be like a recube right here.
Three shots?
Well, with the 3.4, yeah. Yeah, this is much harder to break.
Definitely a double, right?
No.
But if he brings one in and then the fan, then I think that's the cube.
We're up to 60%, and it is at 0.36 wrong to double. So it's pretty
damn close.
Yeah, you bring one in, that's it. That's cube. Probably.
Probably if he made the correct play last time, he doesn't keep them.
To bring one in?
No, he's supposed to play to the 8.
But he's
Coming up versus Open.
speed was changing too fast. He may try to block him.
oh, he's supposed to make
No,
that
there's
play.
no way Phil would
It's a double 2.
Oh, I really got that.
Ooh, big doubles here. All right.
Slightly really cute. And
You gotta take a picture.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on Phil's decision. I mean,
It's
given
actually
You're taking a picture, that means you're gonna pass. There's it. You're not gonna take a picture, it's gonna take.
no, he was taking a picture of Frank actually.
It was an 03, no double.
See, he's got a double.
It was the before and after. That means Phil's going to take.
Double in his future.
See Frank feeling relaxed, and then see the take, and another picture.
He's taking a slip out of the McDonald's.
Stocking shit.
What's Phil's?
What's the win percentage here?
40.
Phil wins 40% of games.
40%. Yeah. Rolls out to small number double.
Basically, 1 man in would be double take, 2 men in.
Is it a huge drop then?
Small,
I mean, if
yes.
you drop this,
So I was right.
Yeah, huge.
big mistake.
Very big mistake to drop.
But an absolute woolsey on the double. There's no question.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I wouldn't be sure.
Well, I think this just shows that at this level, even though for 6, it's a cube. Someone's thinking that
Yeah.
a minuscule chance the person's going to pass in terms of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta send.
It is considerable.
I'm sorry, you said that if you drop.
Even more so in the finals. It's just, I mean, unless it's a master level player. I mean, these are good players, but it's not.
The MCG, you can't fool MCG, but
No.
Sorry, it's for
just about everybody else.
almost 400. 400. Wow.
It's just amazing. You can study these chickens on position to do things in every variation. It's just enough. It's like,
Yeah, not to mention the poker element, the humor element.
That's a big one.
I wish I could get everyone on six.
Easier way to see this is, suppose Red gets in on his second roll. What's going on? The answer is it's a problem. That's the easy way to see it. Well, the first one is a favorite, gets in the second roll.
There should be a bookmaker taking bets on what he's going to do at this
Yeah, I
point.
was just thinking
There
about
should be a bookmaker taking bets on what he's going to do this way. Well, it's obviously not. It's not 50-50, but you know, I mean, it's.
I'm glad Phil drops this.
I think it's going to blow.
See, really, you could book this.
it's going to go down 9-7.
Well, he likes playing 2-way forward. It's such a fun sport to play.
You know,
He
one
passes the whole day. I said
It was a great double.
Yeah,
Especially if you
So
know.
Frank really,
not the finest moment of the match, but we'll overlook it.
so Frank's rattled off 6 straight points here to take a 9-7 lead, 2 away against 4 away. Mr. Simborg, let's see if I really will double with any kind of modest advantage.
The other thing is Phil loves to play from behind the score, so. Important stuff.
3-4. All right, let's get the split in.
Frank's, he's definitely going to split
Yeah.
the match lead. 3 and 4 down.
I think it's the Z. Okay.
He's going with the 2-4s play. This was a split 14 years ago. I don't know.
So,
Not wrong by a ton.
I like the other. Oh, Phil's explaining his mistake to him now.
He's
You mean the bad Ricky we had last game?
yeah.
That was the 0-1 error on the opening. Phil knows the score points.
Okay.
6-4.
2 point, most
Yep.
likely.
Yep.
Oh.
3-2.
Well, 10 points a lock. 3 and back checker.
Yep. No, don't do this. No, this is. Oh, wow. This is probably.
Here we go.
I don't think this is quite a double the score.
No, it's only a little bit. I actually expected it to be a good game.
Was that a correct?
I think it's a hair early, but
Yeah, if you had the 3 point
That was our
instead.
vote. Now.
4, 5, 6.
All right, let's see if we get a pure blitz going here to win the match.
16%.
And
026 on the plus.
5-1.
Okay, it's good for Simborg, but reduces the gammon chances because of the anchor.
3-2.
Okay, very simple.
Yep.
Good position.
5-1.
Okay, good counter shot.
Solid.
Frank.
2-1.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Why not play
Yeah.
11-9?
Yeah,
Bring your
I
numbers into play.
I would split.
That's 6-1.
6-4.
6-4.
He's pretty strong.
What was right on the 2-1?
They're all very close.
Okay.
I think it actually,
6-2.
I think it wanted you to spell. Yeah, 24-22, 6-5 is XG's preferred. 11-9 is below.
All right, so.
Oh, it's still 60.
This is, I don't know. I would run. What do you think?
So like running is
6-4. That was 6. What was right with 6-2? 4-3.
All right, it's got to be this.
24-16 you run.
Okay.
Good call, Wilcox.
I'm rallying up to 47% on the close calls. 4-3. What? That's right.
Let's see. Frank's a gammon safe here.
I would bring 2 in, I think.
That looks really reasonable. You don't want to be 8 when you make 2. You don't play well together.
Yeah.
No. And you're still going to see some fly shots. I know those hits are just.
13-6 is okay. 8-5, 8-4 is best. 2 down's a little worse too, but they're all very close. All running close.
Makes sense. So close.
2 lanes to the right.
That's all I have to
It's very score oriented.
Yeah. Yeah.
So both players still have a decent amount of time left on their clock. Good time management.
6-4.
Okay, almost a good roll, but not quite.
Yeah.
I guess you got to run here.
Yeah, you do.
Seems okay. You're ahead 2 after the play.
I mean,
You don't.
your game's just not very good right
Yeah,
now.
you-
But
Running is clear by quite a bit.
What's fun?
Gammon, yeah.
That's for the
Yeah.
benefit of bringing 2 in.
There is no plan.
that's
Yeah,
one of them for sure.
So gammons don't matter. Phil doesn't care if he gets gammon. He just wants to win the game. And if he can manage to win a gammon,
Then the other play is
win the match. So
6%.
Yeah, your numbers just play
it's
so.
just a bad
so
situation all the
right.
way around. It's a bad number.
Hey, yeah. Because if you don't run anyhow, he has so many numbers to either fill in the 3 or make the bar or hit a fly shot. So this is it.
He's a consideration. He's made the move. He's looking at this hit the clock.
And white draw 4-2. 5-3.
We'll find it out.
Wow.
I'm telling Philly.
Well,
So you got a hit.
you got it. Yeah, yeah.
This is a
This
mistake.
isn't that interesting.
It's a monster move.
You're half 5-3.
This is what's known as a joker in the trade, and he doesn't recognize it yet.
No, he's chirping.
Yeah. You're doing 2 good things at the same time. You're exiting and you're hitting at the same time.
Yeah.
It's supposed to make him your 3-point. You might get blocked out.
We're turning off the lights if he fails to hit.
Maybe he might not see it. Oh, he finally sees it. All right.
And he gambles. All right.
All right.
Fan.
This is,
The fat lady has some.
6-4, which is really a blank in the condition. Yeah, absolutely.
so,
Small. Yeah, I'm not making any tricky play here. I go 10 and 5. With
yeah, I
one guy
think
to get
so.
home.
I mean, the extra checkers you get, they don't earn you any extra points.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he does come in with the ace, you don't want to get hit back on ace, 5.
Clear. All right.
You can still resume.
Ace-6, back in the game.
All right. 15, 14 ace.
Yeah.
Try and build your position. Frank's a sizable favorite here.
There's good equity swing on the last roll. 6-3.
Wow, escaping and hitting at the same time.
The lady has so
Reducing Phil's gamma chances to a microscopic amount.
Where is the fat lady?
5-3.
Okay, that's it. Give the guy a 35 to 1 shot, and it's not even a game winner.
That's punishment.
And
Boom!
ace deuce.
Almost. Simborg gammon.
And Phil.
Yeah.
201.
Yeah. Now he's tricked himself.
So yeah, fine. Just slot the 3 point. No problem.
Phil gets half a point for humor.
That should be wrong. Only double coverage instead of triple coverage.
Yeah, this isn't a
double
prime situation with
distribution.
points in order. You just want to double
Well,
fives.
3 of them are forced, so he's got to decide on the last one. Bring 2 in off the 10 and think.
Yep.
And
The last one.
No.
well,
There's already 5 checkers. Well,
Same number of hits.
yeah.
Seems
didn't
6-5.
6-4 leave a shot the other way? Yeah, 6-4 would have left a shot the other way,
Yeah.
so I like this play. Trying to correct his timing? The ace-point game?
Still got better than 16% winning chances here, and yeah, leaving it on the 18's a hair better.
Double twos.
Yeah,
All right. That's it.
Yep.
Yes.
6-4.
Filter distribution isn't ideal, but
5-1.
Yeah.
you want to spare me too?
Yeah,
You want to spare me too?
You don't, but
I would probably make Frank's play.
I would red and the structure of red sports.
Yeah, it's 5 to 4 isn't bad, but it's like that was
5-1.
All right, got stripped out here, so 6-5 and 5-4 in the next shape. It could be serious problem for Frank.
4-3. An ace. He has an ace to play.
you still want to, yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit awkward here.
This can be pretty sizable too. Well, it's only 0-2-4, but yeah, 3.
You know, 5-3 leaves a shot this way.
Did it use Eric? Did you feed it to?
0-2-4. No, it's only 0-2-4. I'm surprised.
But it doesn't rate to be a big mistake.
I thought
Not leave a shot.
how true. They can be wonders in their off like that if you put them in the wrong spot.
Yeah, no, 5-3 is still okay.
What's the
There's an ace to play at this point.
Frank would have recommended technique that I sent him in the mail.
yeah, no interjects.
Because he's a brand new book. He definitely is not one that can check something.
All right. Flipped a coin and it came out tails.
4-1. Timing has worked here.
Moment of truth.
Yeah.
4-1.
Okay, pretty good shot. It's clear the outside point. 6-5, 6-3, and 5-3 leave a shot plus double.
5-3.
7 numbers leave a shot here.
2-1. Challenge to the end.
Probably keep the spare on the 4 and take the checker off.
Yeah,
Just
that's
double up on the 4 point or not?
Yeah.
That's why you don't want all those big questions.
No, it's 3 costs.
2 points.
Yeah.
5 to 3.
Yeah, just pick a check.
XG prefers peeling by a wide margin. 61.
Yep.
That's all you have to do is clear. No, you get a man off and don't leave it up, which could matter.
Just a step it. 54 wow.
I don't think Frank really thinks that he's played a match unless he's under 3 minutes in time, so He's working at it. Down to 410.
Check her off. Check her off.
Yeah.
They can too often play.
Oh, he did win.
He played 3-0.
What?
He's gonna do this.
All right. There you go.
Yay. You made it play. 3-1.
Okay. Here comes the.
Things hard about that.
3-1.
Oh, probably clearing here.
Yeah.
It's fewer shots. You clear the point.
I think so.
He immediately has no threes, though. That's interesting.
3-1 and double threes play.
Yeah.
You can crash Bill in double fours.
Threes are bad.
This is a
I don't know.
I don't know. This doesn't seem so clear.
Could take a.
No pun intended. I would clear that.
Yeah,
Seems
4 off
clear.
is better here.
Okay.
4 off is better?
Yeah.
By how much?
0-2-8.
All right.
not much. That's an
No.
extra checker off.
Yeah, I mean, these
It's hard with the five.
threes are funky.
All right.
I don't know. It's,
Or
well,
threes
that
are-
Actually, fine.
was
All
my
right.
vote.
Just take a checker off, Phil. Keep your board.
Say gammon.
All right, so gotta play 6-4 with the
Yeah.
thing.
Still on the county off.
Yeah, it's getting pretty grim here. Under 5% yet?
4-2.
No, still 10%.
10%.
4-1.
Huh?
Ah,
4-1.
break the anchor here.
Yeah,
Pretty close to board.
you got it. Down to 5% after the 14.
Those extra checkers are good.
Yeah.
Well, seems like you might need to close the board to win.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. That's why I would.
Not
You should
bad.
run, it's not, I mean, well, we're talking about the difference between 6% and 5%.
You have to run on the next roll anyway. You don't break his board, really.
Yeah. But it is very clear that you need to run.
2-1.
Very good shit.
That's a great shape.
He's only got 6 numbers to leave a shot.
It's a peeler, right?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
That's not close.
It's got sets of you.
He hasn't rolled more than 6 pips, right? In ages.
Come on, Frank, get under 3 minutes.
5-4.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Too much more. Now watch a bit of shot.
Yep, 4-2. It's like 7 straight rolls.
Fair shake. Doesn't leave a shot anyway.
So, 5-4.
So if Frank wins with as much as he will, it'll be his 4th ABT title.
6-4.
And the first in Michigan, since his 3rd place.
Or 5th. We don't know.
2016.
Do we know?
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Maybe.
There we go.
That's it.
Frank, the winners of 2019 Michigan Summer Championships. Congratulations to all the players. Thank you everybody for watching. This is Steve Sachs and Wilcox Snellings.
Thank you.
Coming from Novi.